Have you done with the hindgut part? We have completed, right? So let's move to the respiratory system. The next topic will be discussing is respiratory system. Let me share the screen. 2 minutes. Okay. Can you see the document? Can you all see the document? Okay. Respiratory system of cockroach. The second system we'll be studying is respiratory system of cockroach. Before we start, we draw this diagram. Let us draw this diagram and then I'll explain you. Sorry. Thank you, Samat. All done? Okay, next. The respiratory, write down. I'll explain you. First we'll write and then I'll explain. Okay. The respiratory system consists of the respiratory system consists of spiracles. An important question. Very important question. Spiracles and a network of trachea or tracheoles and a network of trachea and tracheoles. A network of trachea and tracheoles. So basically, if a question is asked, the tracheal system of respiration is seen in, very important question, many times this question is asked, is seen in cockroach, okay, or dash type of respiratory system is seen in cockroach. So it's a tracheal system. I hope it's clear. Now, let us discuss about the spiracles. So basically, spiracles are of 10 pairs. How many pairs? Spiracles are of 10 pairs. Present on the lateral side. Present on lateral side. So how? Let me show you. This is a cockroach body. This is a one side. There is a spiracle. Then there's a trachea. Other side there's a spiracle. There is trachea. On the lateral side. Like this, how many pairs? So they are said to be on the both the side. So they are said to be in pairs. If it is into number, it is 20 in number. Are you understanding it? The spiracle is also called as stigmata. The spiracle is also called as stigmata. Clear? Now, the also called as stigmata. The opening of spiracle is the opening of spiracles is regulated or guarded by it's like a gate regulated by sphincters. There's a sphincters that is present at the opening that regulates the in and out of the air. It opens, it closes. So opening is guarded by a spiracle. Opening is guarded by a sphincter. They are guarded by what? By hair to keep the dirt away, to filter out the air, to keep out dirt. Like, to filter out the air, there is a hair that is present on that near the opening of the spiracle. Is it clear? Any doubts until here? Now, as I said, there are 10 pairs. So where are they present? So they are present 2 in how many pairs? 10 pairs. So that 2 pairs is present in thoracic and 2 pairs are and then remaining are 8 pairs. 8 pairs are present in abdomen. Are you getting the point? Two pairs in thorax and 8 pairs in abdomen. Valves, very important. If this is the cockroach and if this is the thorax region and this is the abdominal region of the cockroach, just first pair, the 2 pairs are present here, right? So this one, this one, this one, here one, here one, here one. Then from the abdomen, how many? 8. Thorax 2. So basically the first of abdomen and the first of thorax, there is no valve, there is no sphincter, there is no door. Valve or sphincter is absent. In which one? In the first pair of thorax and abdomen. Done? Are you all done writing this much? Please write down this. There is no blood present as such in cockroach, but there is a hemolymph which is present. It is hemolymph do not carry what pigment. Hemocoel contain hemolymph. Okay, next. Now the spiracles internally leads to trachea and its branches. The spiracles internally leads to trachea. Ultimately, then the trachea divides into tracheoles. This terminate tracheoles and this terminate into tissue, and then they hello, yes, tell me, who's this? Hello. अच्छा किधर पे? नवजीवन पे? Okay, 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 fine. I'm go get the bus. Okay. Terminate into tissue in the tissues. Is it done? Next. Next, when cockroach is resting, when cockroach is resting, diffuse oxygen is reaching to the tissue. Diffuse oxygen is reaching to the tissue. When cockroach is active, when it is running, okay, is active, oxygen is directly reaching to the tissue. And remember, fluid or the trachea is filled with fluid when cockroach is resting, and when the trachea is filled with air or oxygen when it is active. Please write down this. Please, everybody write down. Done? Can you explain it? Okay. So as I said, the spiracles are the openings which are present. If you see the diagram, the spiracle is the opening that is present through which the small hairs are attached to remove the dirt. The spiracles are covered by sphincter. Only the thorax first and the abdomen first doesn't have sphincters. There are altogether 10 spiracles, 2 in abdomen and 8 in, 2 in thorax and 8 in abdomen. Next, the spiracles reach to a what trachea. Okay, trachea has a thickening of cuticle. Trachea is supported by the cuticle, whereas tracheoles are not supported with the cuticle. Very important question. Which part of this is not supported by the cuticle? There will be a question. Trachea or tracheoles. So you should know it is tracheoles. There is no cuticle. Whereas trachea has a cuticle. Okay. Now the trachea further divides into branch into tracheoles. These tracheoles get embedded into the tissue. They get embedded into the tissue. Now, whenever the cockroach is resting, what happens? There is a fluid, which is the fluid is reached when the cockroach is resting. When the cockroach is resting, there's a fluid that is reaching. Okay, what's wrong with this? Yeah. When the cockroach is resting, there's a fluid which is accumulating. Are you understanding? So that time what happened? Only the resting during diffuse oxygen is reaching to the tissue. But when the cockroach is active, the air enters into this and it directly reaches to the tissue. Are you getting the point? Because the trachea is empty, there is no fluid which is present. Is it clear? Are you all there? Yes. So this is about the tracheal system of cockroach or the breathing system of cockroach. The next very important part that we're studying is circulatory system. The next part, have you all done writing or do you need time? Have you all done writing? So let's move to circulatory system. I hope you're understanding it well. Now, circulatory system. Please stop me at any point where you have doubt. We can continue this hearts, okay? Around 13 hearts, 13 chamber. Perivisual sinus. Yes. Pratyusha, it's perivisual sinus. 2 minutes. Let me draw this. Okay. No, you finished this. Everybody, once you are done, do let me know. Then I'll show you the other diagram. Hello. Class. Is it done? Can we move to the next diagram? Yeah. Very important. This is aliary muscles. What are the functions responsible for contraction of heart from posterior to anterior? Very important. From posterior to anterior. I'll show you how it is. Next, the two auricular valve. This is auricular, sorry, the ventricle. Lower is ventricle. Ventricular valve. This is auricular valve, and the opening what you see, this opening is called ostia. It's called ostia. Hello. Yes. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, what time it is? Yeah, sure, I'll be there. When ventricular valve open, it allows blood to go from one chamber to another. Very important. One chamber to another. I'll explain you how it works next. When ventricular valve closed, the ostia is widened, the ostia wide open, so blood flows blood flows from sinus to heart. What is the function of the valve, of the present of the valve? Valves help in maintaining unidirectional flow of blood. Helps in maintaining the unidirectional flow of blood. Done? Okay. So now remember, the cavity of the cockroach is hemocoel. Is it clear? The cavity of the cockroach is hemocoel. Now, hemolymph is clear colorless plasma, and you have hemocytes, which are the cells. So what is hemolymph? Hemolymph is clear colorless plasma. If you want, you can write down. I'm repeating it. It's a colorless plasma which consists of different types of cells called hemocytes. Basically, they helps in one, they help in transport of food material, food substances, and removal of the waste. They help in transporting the food material, transfer of food material, and the removal of waste. Okay. Then hemolymph is devoid of pigment. You should know this. They do not have pigment. Respiratory pigment. I'm talking about the respiratory pigment. It's a clear, colorless plasma. Is this point clear to all? Send me a thumbs up if you have understood about the hemolymph. If the question is asked, the cockroach blood is dash. It's a hemolymph. Is it clear? Now, hemocoel, as I said, it's a body cavity of cockroach. Now, that hemocoel is divided into, it's a body cavity. That hemocoel is divided into three sinuses. Which are the, repeat. Okay, listen. Naini, can you hear me clearly, Naini? Can you hear me clearly, Naini? Listen to this. Hemolymph, hemolymph is a clear colorless plasma. Hemolymph is a clear colorless plasma which contain hemocytes. Which contain hemocytes. The function of hemolymph, the function of hemolymph, one is transport of food, other is removal of waste. Other is waste. Now, one is the removal of the waste, other is transfer of food, but there is no transport of oxygen here because it is devoid of respiratory pigment. It is devoid of respiratory pigment. Is it clear, Naini? Okay, Kushi is new student. Who all are new? Can you please repeat? Who all are new? Can you just send me in the chat box who all are new to the class? Oh, Amba is new. Then Jared, Edric, Archana. You all are for today's first class. Kushi. Kushi is also new. So, how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So, again, I have to brief out what I'm doing. Okay. No worries. How many students? 36 today. Okay. See, basically, what we are doing, we have done with the tissues, the connective tissue, epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. We have done this with all the tissues. Then we are studying the morphology, structural organization chapter. In that you have tissue part and the morphology part. Tissue part we have completed. We are doing the morphology part. Morphology of earthworm and frog is deleted from your syllabus, but cockroach morphology is present. So we are doing the cockroach part. Is it clear? Kushi, is it clear? So we'll see how can we manage a time to repeat the revision classes. You do not have to worry if you have missed something, or else I'll try give you notes so that you can revise through it. And if you have doubts, you can get back to me. But yes, it is how much now? Let me see how many more students are going to add, and then we'll start about the revision if we get time, or if I'll be able to share this notes, you can get back to me with you if you have doubts. So something we can work out. Okay, you do not have to worry about it. Is it clear, all the new students? But today's class, are you understanding? Because you're just, I was not aware that you all are there. Like, the new students are already here. So today's class, are you all understanding it? What about Archana, Kushi, Edric, Amba? Is it clear? Okay. Do let me know. See, in my class, I want you all to participate in the question series, which I ask. If I ask you a question, I want you to respond to it. And then second thing is, whenever, if you do not understand anything, please stop me and ask at the right moment. Okay. Or you can just text me in the chat box. I'll get back to you with your queries. Is it clear? And as we finish with the chapters, I ask you to read through NCRT and make summaries. That's going to help you during your final time of your NET examination preparations. Is it clear to all? Can we start the class? Can we continue? Okay. So, what we were, yeah. See, we were discussing about the circulatory system. Circulatory system, I said the hemocoel is a body cavity. Now, this hemocoel is divided into, for example, try to understand here. This is the body cavity, and there is two cords I have placed. When you keep the two cords, so that hemocoel is divided into how many seal now? How many cavities now? Into three cavities, right? Same way it happens here. In the cockroach, the hemocoel is divided into three sinuses by the presence of two diaphragm. Here by the presence of two cords, right? Same way by the two septums, this hemocoel is divided. The first septum is dorsal septum, the other septum is ventral septum. Are you understanding? Ventral septum. The two septums divide the hemocoel into three sinuses. The dorsal septum and the ventral septum divide into one is pericardial sinus, the middle one is perivisceral sinus, the last one is perineural sinus. Why it is called has to be pericardial? In the pericardial sinus, heart is located. What is located? Heart is located. In the perivisceral GI tract, that is alimentary canal, gastrointestinal tract is located, digestive system is located. Whereas in the perineural, the nerve cord is located of the cockroach. So this is how the hemocoel is divided. Is it clear to all about the pericardial sinuses, perineural, and this one, perivisceral? Next, heart. Heart of the cockroach, important question, write down. Heart of the cockroach is tubular. It's one, but tubular heart. They have tubular heart. Any other animal, do you know they have a tubular heart? Yes, sinus is a part of hemocoel. Pratyusha, hemocoel is one cavity. When you divide that cavity into three, the each is called sinus. Pratyusha, is it clear? Having how many chamber? 13 chamber. Heart is the circulatory system of cockroach is open circulatory system. What do you understand by open circulatory system? Very good. No vessels, no capillaries, no arteries. Yes, the blood doesn't flow in baton with the tissue. Very nice. So most of them know the answer. Basically, when the blood flows in the blood vessels, it is said to be closed. And when the blood just flow without the blood vessels, where the tissues are bathened into the blood, it is called open circulatory system. An important question. So cockroach shows open circulatory system. And at the moment of blood, here blood, whenever I say blood, it is a hemolymph. Okay, you can call it as a blood, but it is colorless. So movement of blood or a hemolymph, movement of blood from from posterior to anterior. It works from posterior to anterior. You know, with the help of what muscle? With the help of dash muscles. Which muscles? With the help of aliary muscles. What are aliary muscles? Write down these points. Then I'll discuss you about how the movements happen. Very good, Archana. It's a aliary muscles. So, can I just explain you this? Now we have studied about the heart. So, how many chamber heart? 13 chambers. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that, the last one is 13 chamber heart. Now, with the help of aliary muscles, due to the contraction and the relaxation, the blood is moving from the posterior to the anterior. It's moving to the posterior to the anterior, and this is aorta. The this is aorta. Okay, it's moving through the, and then later it gets into perivisceral also, perineural also, because there are no blood vessels. Everything is dipped in, like idli is dipped in sambar, something like that. You understand? So it's completely dipped, right? So that's how there is everywhere there's a hemolymph. So the hemolymph keeps on moving, and the pores in between the diaphragm, there's a pores. This is called ostia. The pores of the diaphragms are called, they are the minute pores, ostia, or they are also called fenestrae. Fenestrae, they are the minute pores. What are they? Minute pores. Ostia, fenestrae, or minute pores. Next. So what happened when the blood is flowing through perivisceral, perineural? The blood is also entering from the perivisceral to perineural back into pericardial space. From the pericardial space, it enters into chambers, the posterior chambers. After it enters into posterior chambers, then what happened? The blood is moving forward with the help of contraction of aliary muscles. Now, there are valves that are present, okay, between this is one chamber. For example, this is 13 chamber, this is 12 chamber, and this is 11 chamber. So from here to, it is moving to the 12 to 11th. How it is moving? It's moving with the help of aliary muscles, but also ventricle also plays a valves also plays an important role. So they have ventricular valve. Whenever the ventricular valve opens, whenever the ventricle valves open, what happened? You need to imagine this. If this is 1, and if the ventricle valves open, when the ventricles valve open, okay, when the ventricles walls widens, what happened? The blood from 13th chamber moves to the 12th chamber. That is what it says. It allows the blood to go from one chamber to another chamber when the ventricle valves open. When the ventricle valves closes, for example, if this is, sorry, when the ventricle valves closes, like if they become like this, okay, when they closes to each other, what happened? The blood from the sinuses, it enters into the chamber. When the ventricle valve close, sorry, when the ventricle valves close, the ostia widens up. Ostia means pore. So the blood from the sinuses enters into the heart. Did you all understood what is the function of the valve? Please go through it. Everyone, please go through it. Please go through and any doubts? Any doubts to anyone? Next, the flow of blood. So how is the blood moving? The blood, write down this, heart. Then there is aorta. Aorta to head sinus. Head sinus, it goes to it can go to perivisceral or perineural. From perineural and perivisceral, it can again re-enter into pericardial. After it enter into pericardial, it can go back to heart. So if we look in, I think you cannot see the screen, right? Can you see the screen? Yeah. Now you can see, Deepika. Now you can see the screen. Yes. Yeah. So when you see the diagram, there is a cockroach heart. Yeah. The blood is moving from heart. This is a heart, right? Just look into which color? Green color. Okay. The blood is moving through the heart. As it moves through the heart, it enters into aorta. This is called head sinuses. After aorta, it enters into head sinuses. From the head sinuses, it enters into perivisceral and perineural. From the perivisceral to perineural, it can enter into pericardial. Through the fenestra, the opening, it can enter into pericardial. From the pericardial, it again enter into the heart. This is the flow of the blood. Please understand and then write. See, each and everything what you write, you need to understand. Then only your concepts will be clear. Is it clear? Any doubts to anyone? Any doubts? Okay. I hope everything is clear. Next. This is all about circulatory system. Next, we are going to excretion. The next system we'll be learning is excretion. Tell me whether they are uricotelic, ureotelic, or ureatelic, or monotelic. What do they excrete? The waste in the form of urea, uric acid, or ammonia? Very good. They excrete in the form of uric acid. A very important question. These are very good. These are uricotelic. Means they excrete what? They excrete what? In the form of, they excrete the waste in the form of uric acid, sorry. The first one is Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubule is a main excretory organ. Its a main excretory organ is Malpighian tubule. Quickly tell me where is it present? Between what and what? We have studied this in the digestive part. Between midgut
and hindgut.
Very nice.
Hindgut.
Very good. Between midgut and hindgut. What do? They remove the waste. For example, if you have studied, this is a midgut and this are the Malpighian tubules. Okay, and then comes hindgut. Okay, and here everywhere is what? Hemolymph. The cells of the Malpighian tubules absorb the waste and removes the waste. Are you understanding how does they remove? They remove it from the hemolymph. Next, this is a one form and this is a main excretory organ, but they also excrete in the form of urate cells or urate bodies. Yeah, sure. Alosia, just a minute. Can you see it?
Kokroshi Pradesh.
You're done? Okay, fine. So next. Urate cells or urate bodies urate cells or urate bodies just a minute. Urate bodies, what are they? They are irregular body are these are irregular bodies of yellowish cells. Yellowish cells. They keep collecting, keep collecting uric acid once they are loaded with uric acid. Uric acid. They get attached to targum and it is lost during molting. Write down and explain. So urate cells or the urate bodies are the irregular bodies of yellowish cells. What they happen is these cells, they're kind of a cells, and these cells keep collecting what? Uric acid, and they attach to the tergum. Tergum. You know what is tergum now? Which is the chitin of cockroach, which is a chitin plate, exoskeleton of cockroach, which is present on the dorsal side, is called tergum. So they get attached to this, and then they get lost during the time of malting. During the time of malting, everything is lost. Done, everyone? So one is a malphagian tubule, other is a urate cells. This is a two form the excretion or the waste of the cockroach can be removed. Next, we need to study about nervous system. The nervous system we'll study in the next class. Just go through it. I'll ask you a few questions before I wind up for today's session. And you can ask me if you have any doubts. Is it clear? Any doubts? The new people, the new students who have joined today, any doubts? Are you all there? Can we start the question series? Can we start the question series? Okay, the first question. How many hearts does cockroach have? Listen to the question, okay? How many hearts does cockroach have? Very good. It's one. I was expecting you will say 13. Very good. It's just one. Very nice. Which is that muscles that involve in the contraction of the heart? Very good. Very nice. Next question. Cockroach have which type of circulatory system? Cockroach have which type of circulatory system? Open type. The blood of the cockroach is called as dash. The blood of the cockroach is called as dash. Very nice. The GI tract of cockroach is present in dash sinus. The GI tract of cockroach is present in dash sinus. Perivisceral. Very nice. Cockroach heart has how many chambers? How many chambers? 13. Very good. Dash are the main excretory organs of cockroach. Each and everyone will answer this. If you do not have network or whatever, please try to text the content. Okay. Yeah, it's a malphagian tubule. Very good. Next. Cockroach shows respiratory system, or the dash is a respiratory system of cockroach. Dash system is the respiratory system of cockroach. Which system? Very good. It's a tracheal system. Very nice. Tracheal system. Very good. Dash number of spiracles are present in abdomen. Dash number of spiracles are present in abdomen. 8. Very nice. 8 out. Pooja, it's not 10, it's 8. Others? Yeah, very good. Any doubts to anyone for today's class? All good? No doubt. Can we wind up for today? Okay then. See you all in the next class. Until then, happy learning. Bye bye. Take care.